Okay, just setting up now at 2 o'clock in the morning. So give me 1 second before I start. Just gonna make sure that everything is proper. Okay, just need to double check some things. Don't know if I'm doing my Plague Doctor mask tonight, so I'm gonna remove that. I mean, I probably will, but Inktober and Art. Art stream, music, and chat. Alrighty. Let's change the thumbnail. Open. Alrighty. That should be good. Gotta go double check that took. Sorry for the wait. I promise I'll start very soon. Oh dear. Sorry about the wobbling. And now the fuzzy light. That's because it has too much light. Because working from my camera phone does things like that. Alright, looks like everything took. And hello to the person that's watching. Boop. I just messaged a friend of mine despite the fact that it's, 2 in the morning. So I don't really expect a reply, but if they do, cool. I'm currently catching up on Inktober, so I'm hoping to get this one and this one done. And then tomorrow I want to do this one and that one. And I think then I'll be caught up. Well, yeah, caught up. I've been sketching these out as the days go on, even when I'm not able to do the Inktober's. That way I have the bulk of the work done by the time I start. Well, the bulk of the concepting, I guess. Oh, wait, I need to move this cord so I stop bumping it. Oh, and just in case anybody's wondering, this is a light box with my comic underneath it so that I can ink it. I'm going to just move that now. Alrighty. Go in with a 0.5 and a no, that's a BM. 0.5 chisel tip and a 0.3. So I'm going to start with the 0.3. Eventually I'll need to use that 0.1 on the very small characters in the back, just because details get difficult. I actually have a 0.003, which I use for very small details on other projects, but that's on Bristol board. I've noticed that this paper, even though it's not really toothy for a cold press it just tears it up. So yeah, it's Friday here in New Zealand, and that means I get a weekend to, I think I'm mostly going to be live streaming and editing videos, outside of hanging out with my wife and my doggo. Tomorrow is this, like, it sounds really dorky. It's a howl thing, so you take your dog to the park, to a dog park with other dogs, and you dress them up in Halloween outfits. And we don't have a Halloween outfit for Teddy, our puppy, but I might make one last minute for him so that we can participate in, you know, the thing. I just want my dog to play with other dogs. He's always so excited to see other dogs, even the big ones. He's the smallest dog. He only weighs like 4 kg, but hi, Mom. Yeah, but he tries to play with the big dogs. The other day, a Dalmatian jumped on him by accident, just in excitement. And puppies make this really terrifying squealing sound when they're even the littlest hurt, because they want you to know, oh, that hurt me, don't do it again. But the Dalmatian was deaf, because he was an albino Dalmatian, and apparently that is a common trait. So his owners had to take him away. Why are you still awake, Mom? Aren't you supposed to be sleeping, resting your aching, sore body? Not that I don't want you in here. Sorry for clearing my throat. I know that probably sounds absolutely terrible. Aw, you're so nice. Waking up from a sleep. You need to turn your alarm, like your notifications, off at night. Not that I don't want you to be here. I do want you to be here. But not if you're sleepy. Alright, still working on a 0.3. So in this one, the fox girl and the rabbit girl have had their constellation babies, and this is their constellation babies in human form, or humanish form, and they're just walking and singing on a trail of the universe's hair. Yeah. I wanted to draw happy things, so I did. I've been drawing happier things lately for these characters because, I don't know, it's nice to have happy things, even if they're just characters. I think making happy things, even though I make a lot of very unhappy things like horror comics and some sad things, like when I'm sad, I think happy things, making happy things, promotes me being a little bit more happy. It's good. Yes, I need you. That's why I texted you. I don't know. I guess that's right. I mean, it's probably the best for you to leave it on. I almost never leave mine on. I need to do the thing where you can set certain people to make your phone buzz, and then make all the other ones just not make sound. My little happy faces. Oh, that's good. I don't have that set. I need to get that setting where I can do that as well, where it's just like you guys and Rin, and then that's it. That way when my friends go through their texting sprees, it doesn't go bing 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 in the most annoying way. Okay, now making this little tiny mouth smile. And a little tiny nose. And little tiny curls. I think the paper, like even this tooth, causes a little bit of wear and tear on my 0.1. This is my second 0.1. I don't press particularly hard, but it still wears it down really quick. Which is okay. I'll just use it as like essentially a 0.2 on Bristol board later. That way it doesn't smush down even further. Boop, boop. Yeah. Drunk texts at 2 a.m. for me aren't a huge difficulty, considering I'm usually still awake. It's that, like, in normal hours when other people are awake, starting at, like, 9 in the morning, I am not awake because I stay awake until about 3 every night. Which, I mean, it doesn't sound the most healthy, but I don't get off work until forever. So my rhythm has always been basically to stay awake as late as possible. I would totally just work into the morning and then go to sleep if that was an actual feasible thing to do. Make my own hours, as Dad says. Okay, come back soon. Oi. Yeah, you just so much to see the yeah. Okay. You be right back for reals this time. God. Just leave everybody to color in. I think that's a feasible option. Just turn off my phone whenever I'm sleeping. If somebody needs to get in contact with me, maybe Ren's phone will be on. That's a terrible option because I just said maybe. Maybe Ren's phone will be on. Definitely Ren's like Facebook will be on. Okay, so for this one, I'm actually not going to be doing washes, so I won't be needing the gum, the drawing gum this time. Or at least I'm going to try to not do it with drawing gum, because I feel like I want to challenge myself to not do that one thing I'm doing a lot lately, which is using the drawing gum. So I'll go in afterwards and add all of the stars with white ink instead of just dotting them out now, because the waiting time is... Oh, I forgot to draw his arm. Ah! The drawing time is about the same. Oh no. Poor baby has no arm. This arm is terrible. It's okay. Poor kid. Ah, dear. Erased the kid's arm. His arm looks wonky. Maybe I'll fix that somehow in some way, eventually, someday. Alright. Maybe I lied. Maybe I will use drawing gum. It's a hard choice. You know what? I'm going to try to not use drawing gum. And if I mess everything up, then it's okay. It happens. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be dropping ink. And so I'm going to be taking this with water around the areas that would be white. And then dropping ink because I'm living on the edge. Yeah. As much as an artist who isn't even drinking wine could live on the edge while they do art. Oh, I could be drinking wine. I have wine. I could call this Elizabeth Drinks and Draws. Well, I'm not drawing, but Elizabeth Drinks and Draws would be pretty cool. Teddy, you smell. You need a bath. I think after I do these water droplets, maybe I will go get a wine. Because it's my Friday. Well, I mean, it's Friday in general, but my wife works, her Friday is actually Saturday. So she always says, well, it's your Friday, so you should, you know, have fun. And I'm like, yeah, it is my Friday. It's my Friday. It's Friday. The day of the week is currently Friday. In all of these cases. Now say, if it was Wednesday and it was my Friday, that would make sense. I don't think I've ever had Wednesday as my Friday. have had Monday as my Friday. These are riveting conversations with Elizabeth. So yeah, as I've mentioned previously in some of my voiceovers, which I'm guessing a lot of people haven't watched at this point, one of the key factors about the way I'm doing Inktober is it's a story, but it's not in order. Because I wasn't looking at the prompts until the day of, and I'm still not looking at the prompts until the day of when I'm doing my sketches. I don't know what's coming up next, and because of that, the story has just had to jump all over the place, which is fine, but it means that the story hasn't gone in a linear fashion. Which I think is cool. And like, the more I work on this, the more I get to know my characters. I think there's something really fun about that. Her hand is too big. See, it's all these things that you notice, like, right after you ink. Maybe it was because I was just in too big of a hurry to jump in, or because there were too many sketch lines, or... But you notice these things, and you're just like, well, that's there forever. I have to keep moving. I think I like that best about ink. Is that I don't have time to dwell on what could have been, what I could have changed. Now it's just making the best of the situation. My mom said BRB for reals like 7 years ago. I know that this part is probably like one of the least fun parts to watch, as I just add water to the background. But I promise it'll be interesting soon. Well, as interesting as putting ink onto paper can be. I've been really into watching people do spray painting. Spray painting is super cool, like the speed spray paints that like aren't sped up. Those are so amazing. I always really wanted to get into spray painting, but really lacked the courage of that oh so definite place that spray painting takes you. But I guess it's just like any other medium. You learn how to work it. And from there, you create something beautiful. Okay, so let's test what color this is. That color is way too light. What I need to find is my Winsor and YouTube. Alright, acquired. I hiccup and burped a little bit. That wasn't the greatest. My wife made a healthy version of chicken parm. It was really good. Alright, this is the part that I was making all of this for. Aha. Lack of water in this area. And back to having a lack of a water down here. Of a water. Just a lack of a single water. Came in here too carefully, I think, and all the water evaporated by the time I got there. Oopsie. All right. I feel like that is way more than plenty of water. Oh, I forgot. I did a dumb and I forgot to tape this down. Well, that's unfortunate. I like watching the little fingers of this like ink spread in the water. I find it very interesting. All right. Oh dear. That's more water than I anticipated. Alright. Wow, that's loud. I don't know how loud it is for you guys. Welcome back. Is my music too loud? Can you hear my music? These are good things to know. While you were gone, I discovered that I forgot to tape this down, like right as I was adding a whole bunch of water to the page. Which hopefully will be fine. It'll wrinkle real bad. But besides that, you know, it'll be fine. It'll be okay. Alright. I'm just gonna mix some of these little bits so they look a little bit less like a leopard. Even though I liked the way that they spread originally. Remove some of the ink from some of the areas. And don't worry, the hair is going to be black, so I don't really need to worry about overlapping there too much. Okay. Now to find what I did. There it is. My angle brush. Well, I guess before my angle brush, I should probably color her in. I don't want to listen to this. Go away. Open that. Test it out. That's too light. I think I'm going to need to mix some new ones of these soon. I'm almost out of my pre-mixes. There we go. Alright, take a large brush, dab, 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 and pull it over her body. Dab, dab, dab. Yeah. Pull this through. Wah. Oops. Avoid hitting the teeth. I hit her teeth. That was completely unintentional and unfortunate. Leave that bit as shadow. Take everything else off the face. That looks even enough. Okay. Sleep well. Also, no gum tonight. No, because I didn't want to wait for it to dry. And I wanted to challenge myself. You sleep well. And sweet dreams. Oh no, I was supposed to tell my friend when I started streaming. 1 second, people. Okay. There we go. Sent the information. And now back to painting. So coming through and giving her some shadows. I should water this down really. Oh, I got an eyelash in my eyeball. So yeah, I'm trying my best to just kind of take the last bit of Inktober like in stride. It's been a difficult month, and I'm like determined to finish it, even though it means I'm catching up. Because like I draw every day, so it's like I draw every day in ink. But this is a side project I've been trying to accomplish on as well. Like this side project that I'm trying to accomplish is actually the YouTube aspect of things. Because I have a lot of things that I teach my students, and I really wish I had more confidence when it comes to like not just delivering information, but being able to post it places. And so I thought, okay, well, YouTube, I have a lot of things that I want to teach that don't directly relate to what I'm teaching. So like right now I'm teaching graphic design, and there are a lot of really amazing parts of graphic design that I enjoy, but there are a lot of annoying parts of graphic design that I usually want to avoid. But I have to teach those things to my students, so I teach those things. And then the things that I really enjoy teaching kind of get left to the side. Like right now, my graphics design class is finished, I would say, like finished with their most recent project. So in the intermittent time, I've been teaching them After Effects and how to animate in After Effects. By showing them, okay, well, this is how you build a rig. You build a character, and they have an arm, and they have a leg, and, you know, you name them left leg, right leg, eyeball 1, or left eyeball. In my case, it's like left eyeball 1, left eyeball 2, left eyeball 3, because I have a lot of multi-eye characters that I like to play around with. Which is great. I once tried to, like, I had somebody ask me, well, why? Why do you have all these characters that have multi-eyes? Like, what is the purpose in this universe? And, like, when it came down to it, they have multi-eyes because I think it looks cool. And I'm okay with that. As an animator, I kind of just ask, why not? Like, I wanna make really cool things. It's kind of like a terrible Michael Bay movie, or most Michael Bay movies. Just watching explosions because explosions are cool. I haven't watched a Michael Bay movie in a while, but I'm guessing he still really enjoys explosions. Oh no. Blotting is the savior. Okay, I'm gonna want these parts shaded on the fox. I want the inside of the mouth shaded on the fox. Oh, there's so many teeth. I should have done the gum. Stubbornness, man. Elizabeth, the gum's good. That's why you use it. That's why you bought it. But then I would have had to wait for it to dry. It's impatience. The impatience gonna kill me. Alright. Let's do... Oh no, that's too dark. Okay, there we go. Little face. Fox girl has white hair. bunny boy has light shading, and he's gonna have black hair. Boop, boop. Some shading on the bunny girl. Back leg. Whoosh, whoosh. And then blot, blot. Gonna do some shading in the hair. Blot, blot. I think this one's gonna be a little bit like less complicated, like less detailed as well, because like the characters are so tiny, but also there's like not a lot of color variations I can put in them because I'm doing a lot of black and white, and hues are great, but when it comes to, say, these kids, they just mimic the parents. So darker skin with white hair, or white skin with darker hair, in the case of Bunny Boy. Yeah. I'm really excited to watch Stranger Things. I actually almost considered doing that instead of the stream, but I knew that if I had done that, I would be another day behind. And I already decided last night when I was so, like, I was exhausted. I decided, oh, yeah, just thinking about it. I had decided that I was too tired to do a stream and that I would just go to bed. So I went to bed instead. Alright. To the hair. So a lot of the ideas I have about these characters were previously formed. The one new addition, I guess, really is the children and the pregnancy and whatnot. And like, yeah, I assumed that would eventually come out in their plot line. And like, I guess canonically it wouldn't happen until quite a bit later, towards the end of their storyline. So like when other things happen, I have like this one with the children and this one with the children, but like other things that happen happen far before these things, and even though I started drawing them in, it's not something I want to have affect the storyline too much, just because a lot of this is based on thoughts and things and experiences I've had. And children are an experience I want to eventually have, but are not something that I have currently. I mean, I guess that's why everything with them is so happy. Even though, like, realistically, I know that's not always the case, but I think it would be a good thing. And I kind of want that to reflect in my art. And it makes me happy. I need to see if I have enough in this. This is dark enough. Yeah, I suppose that is. It's a little bit lighter than my black, but I mean, it's a little watered down. This is Winsor Newton plus a little bit of water in a Pentel brush. Before this, I tried using, I don't have any here. Oh yeah, I do. These like really cheap imitation ones. I don't know what company they were made by, but I have like a fucking ton of them. Sorry for swearing. I have like 4 or 5 of them, and they cost like $11 each. They are terrible. But the Pentel brushes, they flow smoothly. And they don't leak. And my biggest problem with the other ones is that they leak and they leave like massive blotches of water, or I've never put ink or watercolor in them, thank God. But they usually leave like massive blotches, and I can't have that. Okay, so this hair here. A big thing is when you use like a brush pen or even these Pentel brushes, you need to do it slowly unless the effect that you want is something that is a little bit more jagged, or I don't know how you would put it besides jagged, like a rougher texture, which I've done in some cases just to get that rougher texture, like filled in the spots that needed to be filled in, and then added the quick sweeps. I mean, it could be really useful, but not always advisable if what you want is a nice clean piece. Going fast it can ruin the entire flow of it. I cut off the foot a little bit. I wonder if I can blot that. I cannot. Okay, I'll have to go back in with white there. Because otherwise her foot is super wonky. But hey. At least she can still dance and sing. And again, that's because I rushed. Whoops. Sorry for the loud clang. That was a spoon. Okay. Oh yeah, his hair is black. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so my favorite part is adding these little strands of hair, like so. Oh, I got an eyelash in my eye. Second time to get an eyelash in my eye in the past hour. Boop. Oh, that's weird. I heard a bit-doop on my thing, but nothing was there. Oh no. Well, there goes that. Darn it. It's okay, that was a more watered down one anyway. That's what you get for not putting caps on things, Elizabeth. You should be putting caps on things. It's true. I should. Alright. There we go. Let's put... Oh, the nose. Let's put the nose on the fox, right? Yeah, let's do that. There we go. And that looks pretty good. I'm gonna add the red before I start adding the stars. I wanted to just skip to the nose right now, and then, you know, remembered, oh yeah, I was painting over here. Not sure why I wanted to just skip to the nose. Oops, sorry. Bumped you guys. Alright. Gonna add a little bit red to the mouth. Because, you know, tongues. A little bit to the cheeks. And a little bit to the bunny girl cheeks. Boop, boop. And yeah. Alright. Let's add a little bit more red to bring out the red in that red. Oh, it probably looks very red to you guys. It just has some stroke marks. So I'm just trying to smooth those out a bit. Blend them. Because India ink. Put the cap back on. I know. I know what I'm gonna do. I think that because the children are a direct reflection of their happiness in this picture, I want to add just a little bit of visual interest to them in the pinkish tones. Okay, then a little bit of the pinkish tones in him too, because that is important. So he's still light, like almost pure white, but I'm just gonna have him pink for this, just like her. It's very subtle. Okay, now it's time to take out the white ink. Yawn. Sorry guys. Don't mean to yawn in your ear. My dip pen. And time to put in the stars. Oh yeah, I have to fix up their feet. Foots. Foots. Little foots. Foots. That is a loud song. Or at least it came in strong. Don't know if it's actually loud, but it was just very startling after the last one. Well, for me, it probably sounds a lot quieter to you guys. I don't know. I really should do an audio check one of these days to see what it's like for you guys. Let's just put some white back into those teeth. That is a gnat. Go away. It's spring, so all of the creepy crawlies are coming to life, trying to find anything they can. There's no food in my art room, so and any gnat in here is gonna just die. Hey, just do what I want. Oh, it's out. It's like completely out. I thought it was just being stubborn. Sometimes it does that. Not this time, in fact. Now basically I need to let this dry before I can do the next one. And for that I'm just gonna take a couple minute break after I'm done filling in all these whites. I'm gonna take a couple minute break, take my puppy outside to go to the bathroom, and then I will be right back. I mean, after I'm done with all of this, but yeah. Just to prepare you for the nothingness that is going to happen on the screen. Shoulder, arm, leg, tail, tummy. Just add some highlights, bring it back up. Out of white ink on there again. There we go. Dab that off. And cheek, nose, small tiny blot. So that it just gives it a little bit of a color change without actually like oh my god, it's the funeral song. How we don't. No funeral march for me, thank you, Chopin. Okay, I'm just gonna leave this alone for now. As I add more little dots and let it dry. Oh no, I messed that up. Well, that will serve me very poorly, but it'll serve me. Serves you right for putting your hand down on the paper like you're not supposed to. See, like there's these things that I should have learned by now. And I didn't. Okay, I'm gonna write a little BRB message. Take my doggo for potty. And I will be back. Alright. Taking doggo potty, back in 5. Okay, I'm back. Blech. I guess that took me a little bit more than 5 minutes. Sorry about that. Oh, that's definitely not dry enough to touch. Take in some black ink, cover up that little white splotch, and clean up some of these stars. Not all of them, because I just don't feel it's overall as important. I think the feeling is there. Oh dear. Close that. Cut it at 0.5. Have a little bit more control over that. Alright, well, I think after I clean up the lines, add some thickness and line weight variation, I'll be moving on to the next one. Gonna lower the music again because I'm back and because I still don't know what it sounds like on the other end. If you guys think it's too loud, let me know. If you think it's just right, let me know. And I'll make adjustments later in the next stream, or if you let me know in the chat, I'll do it now. This is the next piece. The brief for this was Juicy. Oh, the brief for this was Trail. So they're walking on a trail of the universe. So yeah. Going into this, I think I might actually end up using the gum on this one, which means I might paint some of my mask while the gum is drying, which shouldn't be too terribly long. Just because they're like eyes and teeth and like the entire bunny and her hair. So yeah. I was thinking in November, I'm going to actually start doing things like challenge videos, because I really want to do a couple of like the 3 marker challenges, and I know they've been around for a while, but I think that they are interesting and they are challenging to a degree. To use a specific color palette. But for them, what I'm going to do is I'm going to specifically create the image beforehand and then have to use my markers to color in afterwards. That way, the markers that I have don't dictate what it is that I am creating. I'm matching the markers into what I've already created, which I think is more of a challenge. Not that people who do it the other way, it's not challenging. But for me personally, I think it would be more challenging, and I find challenges intriguing. Holly Brown did a 30-day challenge where she filled in an entire sketchbook. It was 600 pages, and they were massive pages in 30 days, and I would want to do that challenge as well, but with my work schedule, it's just not feasible. If I were working from home, it might be. And I know that maybe down the line, maybe even if I'm just on a holiday for a month or whatever, I'll do it. Though I have thought about doing possibly a different version of it where I do 600 pages in 2 months, because one thing I noticed about the challenge, that when people were taking part in it, is that a lot of people didn't fill the pages to the consistency I fill pages, and I would hate wasting that amount of paper. Especially for the cost, because in New Zealand it's a ridiculous price just to have it get shipped. So hopefully either the shipping price changes or I don't know. Because that's another thing that just kept me from like impulse buying it and participating is the price of the book plus shipping. And I'm a huge hardbound fan when it comes to my own sketchbooks. Like this is hardbound. I think almost all of my sketchbooks are hardbound to some degree. So yeah, I think that getting that would be cool, doing a challenge like that. But it would require me to be in a completely different situation than I am right now. Because as I've stated multiple times, I draw every day and I draw all day. Well, almost all day. And there are many things I need to improve on. But that challenge in particular is something I think would be amazing. Where you just spend 30 days focusing on the things that you need to improve upon with characters that you already have. I mean, you don't have to have characters, but I would be using it with characters I already have, so yeah. I'm gonna have to edit that out. Oh, that's one thing I wanted to do. I'll have to do it in a little bit. Because he's wearing pajamas. Pajamas. Make this a little thing. And she's wearing a little shirt. My music is doing a weird thing. I have to change that in a sec. There you go. So yeah. But the thing about their clothes is I really want to have it so that they have kind of the star pattern in them as well. Just because they are constellations. But I've been debating on whether it's going to just be a constellation pattern in their clothes that is their constellations. Or if I want to, or if I want to just incorporate stars and like the moon, like their mom and their other mom. Moms. Ba-dum, ba-da-ba-dum. My eyes just did a weird shaky thing. That was unpleasant. Ugh, I forgot her thumb's supposed to come up here. Oh well. Okay. Am I forgetting any parts? Doesn't look like it. Alrighty. Time to erase. And then add all of the gum. See, look, I had asked myself, I had looked, and still, I missed it. It's because it's getting quite late here. It's 3:33 in the morning, which isn't terrible, but I think if I get to bed by 5, I'll be in good shape. Because my wife has to work until noon-ish anyway. So, I don't know why I added that. This is gonna all be black. Alright. Gum time. Okay, let's find the... drying gum. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna try to be careful about this. I need different things. Look how messed up this is. Though, to be fair, that's not entirely from the drawing gum, only partially. And I've tried conditioning it and re-straightening it, and it's just dead from years of misuse. It's okay, it's an Artist Loft one. It's not like I spent a bajillion dollars on it. Here we are. Okay, let's just get these nice little corner edges. Again, I asked a couple of nights ago if anybody knows a way to like actually fix brushes from drawing gum, let me know, because those tips would be great. Okay, and then again, I'm not going to do the little dots in her hair because, not because it's a waste of time. It's not. It's a really valuable use of time, but I think that it's better to just I think I'm gonna just get started on the hair while all this is drying. That way it's kind of like I'm multitasking, even though it's like really not multitasking at all. Get his other ear and the rest of his face. And then I have to get all the little teeth. Oh wait, her teeth too. Because that's important. All right. Gonna pull this out of trying to pull the gum out of here. I know it's off camera, but it's actually just closer to my face. And I know as much as you guys would love to see the back of my head, you still wouldn't see me doing the brush. Because it's like at my eyeballs. Okay. And pull out the dip pen. Try to realign the dip pen a little bit. Because it's had some wear and tear from me past couple of weeks. Wow, it's been weeks already. I say already, it feels like it's been forever, but it's also been so fast. Alright. I'll let that sit real quick before I start on the hair. So just give me 1 sec, cleaning the dip pen. Dip pen cleaned. 1 moment. Yawning. Holy cow. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, gonna go back to using this black pen. And time to fill in the hair. This is gonna take a little while. After I'm done with the hair, I'm gonna put in a light ink wash. Hopefully, everything's dry by then. The hair shouldn't be too hard since it's too long to dry since it's fairly thin in layer, but not sure if I add a ink wash how solid that'll be. Like if it'll bleed. Mm-hmm. So last weekend, my wife and I, well, we went to 2 birthdays, and then I did some of my art, but she and I watched 4 of the Harry Potter movies on Labor Day, which I know probably sounds really lame to a lot of people, but it was nice to just sit there and do some animation, and because I was doing animation at the time, like all day I was doing animation, and yeah, just to sit there and hang out on a lazy Monday, and spend the time watching like movies that we watched when we were first together. I remember this time about 10 years ago when the 5th Harry Potter movie came out, and we were really broke. Like, we were so broke that we didn't, like, we scrounged for like cans in, well, we didn't go in like dumpster diving, but we would go to Rin's father's house, and we would take all of the pop bottles and recycle them for like 5 cents a piece, and we would get gas with that or something. Usually it would be something a little bit more enjoyable for us. Like we would usually go, oh, okay, so this money will go see a movie, or we'll go to a Chinese buffet. Anyway, we both had work the day that Harry Potter had come out, and I really wanted to see it. And we went to work, and we finished our shift. Because at the time we were working at, oops, I have over-flooded this. At the time we were working at Walmart. And afterwards, she took me to go see Harry Potter. I was 19, but we went to go see the 5th Harry Potter in theaters, and I loved it. And then after that, we went home, and we can't remember. I can't remember if the movie came out before or after the 7th book. But anyway, we went through and started reading some of the Harry Potter books again. And we had this like really terrible DVD player. And we just watched, I think, the first movie. Just because we were so excited about the 5th movie coming out and having seen it. And it was before reliably torrenting movies at home. Not that I torrent anything now, not really, because Netflix is amazing. And our internet situation was kind of terrible. I'm gonna be the first to admit that. We had a single computer, and the computer was terrible. And yeah, we just hung out and did art and wrote and told each other stories, made up stories. It was pretty fun. We worked a lot, got paid terrible wages. But yeah, so spending the entire weekend with friends and family, and then spending our one day that we just had together watching Harry Potter movies was kind of great in a nostalgic way. Also, the 4th Harry Potter movie is so long. And every time I watch the 3rd Harry Potter movie, I'm reminded of how disappointed I am in it. Only once you hit the werewolf. Spoilers, there are werewolves. I just realized my music completely stopped. Let's get some music back on. Oh, come on. Actually work. After sitting here and singing its praises. That seems unfortunate. I might have accidentally broke this somehow. You can see it's leaking now. Unfortunate indeed. I promise I'll fix this hair up. Alright, going to close this one off. I will have to double check that in a little bit because that's not cool. That's not cool, man. Okay, so for the wash, I need to check. Need to check this. That's a bit dark. I'm going to add some water to that wash. I really do need to make up some new inks here, but I think I'll probably hold off because I don't know when the next time after Inktober's done. Oh, that's a lie. I know when the next time I'm going to use it is probably right after Inktober's done. I have a couple of traditional inkings I need to do fairly soon. Hi, Katie! I just looked over my chat and I saw you and you're there. Hello. I'm streaming and you're awake at the same time. I'm kind of awake. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Hello. Oh, I forget my stream is a couple seconds behind, and by a couple I mean it's like 30 seconds to a minute depending. Oh, but hello. Hello and welcome. You missed me rambling about Harry Potter and ink dripping on my fingers. What time is it there? Also, pretty soon my hours hopefully will be back to being balanced out. Hopefully. By sheer force of will. And I did know that Katie is basically the most perfect person. She's pretty amazing. Also, hello V-Man 7070. Oh, EPDA Master. Hey, EPDA can be okay. Oh, shiitake mushrooms, Batman. Oh, yeah, 11 a.m. is about when I wake up. I don't mind it. I actually prefer being awake at night versus the day. Though I did work this I did work this this morning teaching kind of, and by teaching I mean my students didn't really need me to teach today because they were finishing their projects. But I made a plague doctor mask. That was cool. Man friend is an interesting title. It really is. How does one describe their man friends? See, are man friends romantic partners? Oh, I'm not a wizard. I'm just trying my best. Trying my hardest and sometimes failing miserably. I keep forgetting what I'm doing. Also, thank you. Okay, I can show you the Plague Doctor mask right now. Hold on. Hey. This is the Plague Doctor mask. Kind of. I'm trying to not touch everything. Yeah. It's made out of foam. See? on. You can still see like red and blue down in the beak. I still have lots of painting to do, and I'm making a headdress out of a balaclava and feathers. And currently that looks something like, hold on. It looks something like this. Yeah, the mask is super cool. I mean, the Plague Doctor mask, this is an embarrassment. Wow. Okay. Oh no. You embarrass her. Well, it's that EPDA, I think. That must be it. Katie, do you just do digital? Okay, now dry. Dry faster. White ink. Don't get this one. It sucks. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I just read he does it so that he can hear you groan. Yep. Poor guy. So, you do graphic design too, right? Ash, talking mushrooms. Also, as a note, I don't think what I'm doing now I would consider done to a professional quality by the time I've finished. Like, yeah, I'm proud of some of the things in here, but there are other things I'm not so proud of in here. Like this one, not so proud of that, but like I like this one. To a professional quality is a completely different standard, I think. Oh, thank you. The stars are actually pretty soothing usually. Though I have been switching between doing them with drawing gum and with with this dip pen, and the dip pen is pretty great. I just keep doing shit like this, smearing it by accident with my fat ass hand, because I want to rest my hand on the paper. I think I think I'm gonna actually make a couple of them prints. So if you want to, I'll let you buy it / give you one for free. Though I do want to make all of my Inktober things into a singular little book. I think that would be pretty cool, because there will be 31 of them, so that should be enough to make a small A5 book full of just drawings from Inktober. Have you seen all of them so far? If my voice ever sounds far off, it's because I'm no longer looking at the camera. I'm looking at the computer. Teddy, what are you doing? Teddy, what are you doing? I've made a grave error. Hi, Brittany. I haven't talked to you in a long time. Hot damn. Also, no, Katie, I don't have a Patreon. Well, I used to have a Patreon, and then I shut it down because I wasn't creating enough art to feel like it was worth continuing to run. But if I continue making art and sharing it with the world, because I make art on a daily basis and then I don't share it, then yeah, I'll probably end up making another one. Though I need to think about what my reward system would be, because hot damn, I can't think of a thing. Oh, thank you, Brittany. Yeah, I've been making a lot of art. That's about all I do. I make art and animations. That's my life. Oh, and teaching. I still think of you a lot too, but usually I think of you and then I think, remember that time I went through on a train for basically the first time by myself, and I went backwards through a tunnel, and a girl I barely knew had to comfort me because it was fucking scary. Well, I mean, at the time. Also, as a note, yeah, really delayed. Oh shit, I don't know if I'm working off Wi-Fi or my internet, my mobile internet. Oh, I've done a dumb. Why do I keep painting? I need to let it dry. I'm committed now. It has to all be painted so it's even. Lid. I'll let you know if I'm selling things. Do you want to see what I've done so far? Because I don't think I've put everything up yet on here or on my Instagram or on like anything. Oh, thank you. Okay, shit. Dry. I need a hand dryer like no one's fucking business. I need to stop swearing. YouTube frowns upon swearing. Also, my students might frown upon swearing. It's a joke. Mostly because I swear sometimes in class. Sometimes. Paint pen. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Sorry for the wobbliness. That's because I just hit you with a pen. Boop, 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 boop. Oh my gosh, why does the music keep stopping? Music, come back. Did I stop the music? I might have. It's 4:15 in the morning and I'm losing my mind. Right. Stay white. Stop going translucent. I hate you so much. White ink. I don't want to think about how long ago that was. Mostly because that has, like... Oh gosh. Let's see. I'm almost 30. And I feel like I was 18 at the time. So at least 12 years. 17 at the time? Maybe 13 years. A long time. Alright, cool. Eraser. No. just remove. Oh, am I spacing out? Yeah, brains, work. Just do the thing. Shoot. So what are you up to lately, Brittany? Okay. Drawing gum off of 2 characters done. Oh, please, just get off my stuff. Off, off, off. Okay. Oh, I done hecked up. There once upon a time was a hand here, like in this constellation. Yep, that was once upon a time, and now it's gone forever. Okay, see, the music stopped again. I did not stop it. It just auto-stopped. Play the next one. Dumb thing. That's why I chose playlist. Okay. Oh dear. Too much red. Like, because I want none. No red. That's too dark. So I'll create a pile there. Okay, and drawing gum, go away. Shadows. Footy pajamas. Well, I mean, getting older is the natural progression of things, and 30's not bad. Living out in LA sounds terrible because it's LA. To be fair, I don't live in the same country anymore, so there's that. Hey Katie, are you still there? I've been good. I got married almost 2 years ago. On the 21st of November, it'll be 2 years. I teach animation and graphic design at a college here in New Zealand. I have a dog and 2 cats and a house that is too big for all of us, but anything smaller would be too small. Can she get me food? I want food. I do art a lot. Things have been good. Mostly. Things have been good. I live in a big city, which, I mean, it's not big compared to the United States, but it's the biggest city in New Zealand. I hate the prices here. I hate a lot of that stuff, but the medical care is free, and that's important because I need my medicine. I don't know. Things are expensive, but I guess it always could be worse. Music stopped again. Why? Why aren't you just... I'm going to refresh, and maybe it'll just keep playing. No, I don't want to listen to the same song again. Go away. There we go. Maybe. But yeah. I personally prefer smaller towns or living out in the middle of frickin' nowhere. But I also realize that with my choice of job and being interested in specifically animation, I want cereal. When I'm interested in specifically animation, it's hard to live in the middle of nowhere unless I want to freelance, and freelancing is scary. Oh, that looks terrible. Yep, terrible. Okay, so now that you're back, Katie, I'm going to go through the arts with you guys, because I have to wait for that to dry before I can remove this stupid gum. So yes, beautiful. Let's start at the very beginning. Swift. This is the first one I did before I had a concrete concept of what I was going for. Divided. And that's where I got the rest of my ideas from. Poison. underwater, long, and I turned it into to long for someone. Sword was this one. This one I had a lot of issues with and I am least proud of. But I actually don't mind it overall. What happened with your health insurance? What happened to you, more importantly? Shy? Was this one? Yeah. Shy. Crooked, and I made this because the first place that Rin and I lived in had a crooked door that was falling off the hinges. So I was reminded of that, and then I put them in that situation. This one's Screech, so I put a Screech Owl and some bad stuff coming on the horizon. This one, the video deleted half of itself. Gigantic. This is my character Entropy. Oh my gosh, I can't remember what this one was. I should write them down next to them so I can always remember. Oh, this one's Run. It's right there. It's literally right there. Yeah. So because I had already done Run as the first one, that one, I just didn't want to do another running scene, and I actually originally had it thumbnailed so that she was running out of the scene. And I was like, no, I don't want that. This one's Shattered. It's one of my favorite ones. So, yeah. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Brittany. Gosh, I'm sorry for the delay. I really am. My internet's not the best. But yeah, this one's Shattered. And this I actually tacked on there afterwards. It's paper added on so that I could have the thing I originally planned on having there. This one's Teeming. And the forest is teeming with life. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little animals. But the rest of it doesn't really fit. It's from when she was still heartbroken, before she had, so back here in these things, so here when her heart's broken as a little bunny rabbit, right there. This one's Fierce, and this one she's yelling at Entropy after she says, "I will not run," because again, these aren't in they're not in chronological order. Jesus, I can speak. Gosh, I can't remember what this one is. I'll remember at some point. But yeah, I wanted everything to be creepy and in silhouette with like mist moving in and them just to be walking through. And this is sad because my pen died. Like finally, no longer exists. I had to replace it with another one. And by replace it, I mean I already owned it, so it wasn't that difficult. I didn't have to leave or anything. This one's graceful. So I put them dancing in the clouds. And then after graceful, I think, wasn't this one, it was this one. And this paper sucks. So Katie, if you ever do traditional art, what I advise is getting the nice paper, the expensive paper, because it will save you frustration and time. And yes, it costs like $1 a sheet, but just fucking buy it because it's so much better and it makes your soul cry a lot less. This one actually ripped when I used my drawing gum. It didn't take the ink. Like, you can still see spots where the ink is shiny. Like right there. It just didn't, it's not like it's not dry. It's dry. It just didn't take it. It just fucking, it sucked. It sucked so hard. Like, yeah, I fought with the paper the entire way. And pregnant bunny. And then this one was filthy, and Ren was like, you should do something like naughty, and I'm like, I can't bring myself to do that for this thing that I'm gonna put on YouTube that my mom's gonna watch. And no. So they're gardening, and I think that's so much better. Yeah, exactly that. Supplies, like when you spend a little bit more, is always, well, not always, it's generally more time saved. This is the cheapest drawing gum that I can get from my local store. Well, my local art store. So it's probably not the cheapest drawing gum I could get. It's the cheapest one I can get from my local store. It's $10. Lasts for pretty much ever. I say that, but it's almost gone. But it's the cheapest one of them, and it's the only one that doesn't actually rip most paper. Like, minus that really shitty paper over there. I'm not going to count that. I've never had it rip paper. I've never had it stain paper. So, yeah. And when it comes to watercolors as well, it's better to buy the more expensive and acrylics, because then the pigments are better and they don't gray out. And in general, yeah, you're right. Just like in general. This one was cloud, and I've already done so many clouds, like so many clouds. I do clouds all the time, and I wasn't reading the briefs beforehand, and I'm still not reading the briefs beforehand because I hate myself. So I put them on top of the world, like just sitting there with their feet in the water and their hand in the water as she tells her stories of all the things that she's seen underwater where the bunny's never been. Thank you, Brittany. Yeah. Quality better than something that costs a ridiculous amount of money. Though, sometimes I buy things because I think they're nice, and then they're really not, and I can't return them. This one's deep, and I had them fall deep in love. Yeah. Because that's what's happening. But they're like deep down this tunnel, and the top of it's a heart. And this one is harkening back all the way to, where are you, Entropy? There. After this one, she says die and goes to kill him. And tomorrow I'll be painting another piece related to these ones. And I think that this is my actual, like, absolute favorite. And if you know your anime, it relates back to Una. Yep. And then I did this one tonight. It's Trail. And they're all just walking on a trail over here, singing. And we're here. My favorite. Okay. That's dry enough. Okay. So, let's see. That's going to go too dark. Let's take this. Now, in her hair. Dab, 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 dab. And y'all don't have white eyeballs. Be-do, 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 boop. Ba-da, 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 ba-da. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad you noticed. Or I like the bunnies on her sword too. Oops, sorry for jiggling. Yeah, I think the Entropy ones are probably the strongest. Well, not the only strong, like, there are other strong ones, but like as a continuous piece, I kind of love the Entropy ones. Okay. Nope. Okay, so what color are strawberries? Oh, the stems are not this color. Well, I can show you what the next Entropy one is. Maybe? Oh, I lied. I can't. This is the sketch for it. So yeah, that's the concept for the next Entropy one. Okay, you guys go watch Stranger Things and don't tell me anything about it because I haven't had a chance yet because Rin won't watch it because it's too scary. Have a good time. Also, that's really weird. I love Stranger Things. It's not too scary for me. What am I doing? Oh, that's what I'm doing. Thank you, Brittany. My brain's not working anymore. I'm glad I'm able to do it. It took me a little while to figure out like how to be able to stream because I use my phone to do all the recording and I do it in like 1080. And I couldn't figure out a way to live stream for a while and I was like, well, am I gonna have to go buy a DSLR? Because one of the reasons I got this phone was because it had such good quality. And then I looked online at a whole bunch of different things and finally found something that lets me record. And, I mean, not record, stream. So, it was pretty great. And now I can share with you and everybody else. And then, like, hope people watch or care or... I don't know. I don't mind. I don't think I mind if anybody, like, if people are just like, nope, I just don't want to. I don't want to see that. You draw too many lesbians. I just, I kind of was thinking about it the other day. It's just nice to have to document for myself later on as well. Because I'll have all of these things that I can look back on in a year or 2 years or, you know, however long from now. And just see where I've come from and how far I've gone. Because, like, even sketchbooks from a year ago, I look back and I'm like, oh, I'm so much better than I was then. Or sometimes in not so great instances, oh my god, that was so great. What am I doing? How's that? How have I regressed? I need to go back and practice these things again. But it keeps, I think it'll help keep things in check. Oh dear, sniffle. Stop melting into the background. Just be white. I don't like when you go gray. Okay. Need that to dry a little bit. So what are you doing in LA? Are you working? Are you there because of work or because of people or because LA is, I don't know, somehow where everybody in California ends up at one point or another? Oh, hello, water. Sorry for drinking in your ear. Everybody. Holy cow. I've recorded 6.3 gigabytes. That's a lot of gigabytes. Well, to record. Okay, that should be dry enough. Boop. Stop it. Put that back there. Which one do I want? I'm gonna go back to the Kiritaki. That's too big. Switch to 05. No. No. 05. I'm sorry to hear that. To like almost that entire situation. Oh my gosh, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Now, Teddy, you're okay. Hi, baby. Do you want me to make you a coffee? I am. Do you want me to make you tea? Okay. Okay, well, I'll close my door. Help. Okay, I think I might have gone too much with these. Too much. There you go. Hi, Teddy. You woke up. You were having bad dreams, kiddo. That was a mistake. Oi, choy. That sounds pretty cool. Having your friend move to LA and being able to like visit. Oi. Dot, dot. Fix. Dot, dot, dot. Okay. Swirly, swirly, swirly. Swirl, swirl. Alright. I think this is almost done. And since it's 5, I think that's me almost done. It's probably why my brain is so fuzzy. Teddy's a dog. But I do have 2 cats. And yeah, I'm probably gonna end up crashing. I think this is it pretty much finished, just because it doesn't need to be more complex than this. Oh yes it does. Alright, I will keep working until it's done. Dear goodness. Because finishing things is good. I think that a lot of this is almost done, so just working out the rest of it should be pretty quick and painless. That was his arm there at some point, and apparently at some point I messed up. That was stupid. And it looks like a penis. Insult to injury. Okay, Let's try this again. All right. Thank you, Papa. Small dwarf. There you go. Oh, come here. Good boy. Good boy. Borf. Borf, borf. Yes, that's my face. Don't lick it. That's gross. No, that's gross. Great. Let go. Oh no! Did that hurt? I'm sorry. Got you in the nose, huh? Here. Come on, Borf. Hi. Thank you for watching. And I think that's done. I mean, there's more I could do to it, but I think that with the other ones, it's complex enough. If anything, I would want to go back and finish off some of this, and yeah, I think this is done. So thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, or night, or morning, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye. Oh. Come on, small dwarf, dwarf. Let's go. Yeah. We're going outside. Wait, I think you got too excited. Whoa, it's still recording.
Yeah, I'm kidding. I was like, end your stream. Why am I ending the stream? Good Lord.
I did end my stream.
It's still recording. I can see the hallway.